All right, guys, your homeboy here, me. Well, I'm going to do you guys a huge favor. I'm going to do you a huge solid. All right, gentlemen, allow me to save you about 10, maybe more, years of confusion, and quite possibly a lifetime of misery and regret. So, guys, if you haven't watched the previous video to this, it's this one here, and I would suggest you pause, watch that one, come back to this one. It's going to make a lot more sense when they're watched in sequence. But anyways, guys, women don't choose men based on what sounds good on paper. Now, women may, in fact, have a 357 bullet point list of things they want in a man, and those are the things they're going to tell you that they want. But when they're choosing the man, they don't sit there thinking, is he nice? Is he respectful? Does he love his mom? Does he communicate well? Again, that's what they're going to say. And women say a lot of things, guys, a lot. But what they actually respond to, well, that's a completely different game, especially when that comes to dating and sort of sexual relations. In most men, and I mean this, most men, they are completely lost. They are clueless, and they have no idea what actually works. And there's many guys, probably most guys, you were raised on this sort of idea or ideals that if you worked hard, you were a quote-unquote good guy, you treat her right, and yes, you guys, you should treat her right, but if you do that and you show up consistently, that you'll quote-unquote win. Well, that formula is noble as it sounds and sort of as Norman Rockwell as it sounds. If you guys don't know who that is, I'd suggest you look up Norman Rockwell. But nonetheless, guys, it is very, very incomplete. In today's world, it's wishful thinking. It is very much Pollyanna because it ignores a critical truth. Attraction is not based on logic. It is biological. Know the difference there, guys. In biology, guys, it doesn't give a shit about your effort. Effort is noble, but again, what she cares about and what biology cares about is the fittest. Fittest meaning, guys, again, it's not always physical. Understand the term fittest, the most able to adapt, survive, and thrive, period. Here's a core truth, guys. And here's what women actually look for, is a man that they can feel something around, guys. Guy that gives her the tingles. And I don't mean that, down there, but I just mean overall. There's an old saying, guys, you can make her happy, you can make her sad, you can make her upset, but you can never, and I mean never, bore her. She doesn't want things to think about. She doesn't want to, look at things in an analytical lens. She wants to feel. Guys, there's a reason that women buy into sort of magic stones, tarot, astrology, and sort of these occult things. They are, their premise is feelings, not in logic, not in analyzation, not on things on a bullet point spreadsheet. Women are aroused by feelings. And guys, more importantly, here's something you must critically understand. They are aroused on these very feelings. No matter what bullshit she said in her Bumble profile, guys, no matter if she said likes puppies, she wants a nice guy, a guy that, works this job. When it comes down to it, guys, when the rubber meets the road, she is making decisions based on feelings. And those feelings come with a very, guys, and I say this, very specific set of signals. Strength. Guys, this is not just your muscles, you jack, Chad, and the six-pack, although that plays into it. But also physical strength. Is this guy, able to withstand the storm? He doesn't fold in the slightest inconvenience, the slightest, situation that goes awry. Mental and physical strength. Certainty. Is this man a confident leader, right? Can he lead her? Can he lead the family? Can he lead himself in his life? Direction, guys. Is he going places? He doesn't necessarily have to be there, but he has to be going places. Ideally, he's already there, and his life headed in a positive direction. And lastly, presence. Guys, if you followed me, read anything that I write, write, say, speak, any of my content, I speak on presence heavily. And here's a simple one, again, not my line, guys, but it is holds a ton of truth to it. Presence. Do other men want to be him, and do other women want to bang him? That's what women want to ask themselves. They're like, do other men aspire to this B-man? These are powerful guys. And guys, I am not talking about the fake alpha males, the people you see littered all over, social media with their sort of performative masculinity, these clowns. You know what I'm talking about, guys. I don't think I have to get too deeply into it. And I'm talking about the guy, and I've said this before as well, the guy that walks into the room and he just has that it factor. You just feel it. You know it when he comes in. And this guy does not need approval from anyone, men nor women. He is a man with presence. All right, let's move on here with some evolutionary realities, guys. And here's where it's going to make many of you uncomfortable. You may not want to hear some of this, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways, guys. Women are wired to look for certain signals, and these are very, very simple. Security, survival, and status. It's been this way, guys, for hundreds of thousands of years, and nothing has changed. No matter what some jerk off on TikTok is telling you, man or woman, they look for presence. For thousands and thousands of years, choosing the wrong man wasn't quote unquote awkward. No, it could be very, very dangerous. And it is still to some extent, but not as it was in our ancestral past. In our ancestral past, choosing the wrong man for a woman could be very, very dangerous. It could literally endanger her and her offspring. So what attraction evolved to filter for certain things? Well, one, can this man handle reality? Not the world of shoulds and what ifs and fantasy. Can he handle the world for what it is? The good, the bad, the ugly. Can he lead? Can he lead her? Can he lead the family? Can he lead other men? Can he lead himself? Can he stand on his own? Is this guy capable? Is he competent? Can he stand on his own 2 feet and work his way or manage his way through the world? And frankly, guys, in our modern world, I'm going to say probably in the last, especially, say 20, 25, 30 years, men have been conditioned and continues to be so to do the exact opposite. They've been told that acting more like women and aligning more with the feminine, while at the same time sacrificing their innate masculinity, their biological masculinity, is what women really want. Spoiler alert, guys. It's not. So here's a mistake that sort of the modern man makes. So the modern man has been taught to over-explain, over-emote, lead with emotion, over-text, just blast her with, nonstop text replies, over-validate her, pedestalize her, and over-invest in her way too early in the relationship. The guys are told, they're trying to prove that they're a quote unquote good guy before she has any feelings at all for him. This will kill attraction every single time, guys. Every single time. Again, you will never talk yourself. You will never use logic to get her in bed. Just doesn't work, guys. But you're not leading here, guys. You're not being that leader that I just talked about. It's like you're auditioning. It's like a job interview. And frankly, it's more like you're a court jester. And no woman, and I mean no woman, guys, please trust me, is attracted to a man asking, am I good enough? Or please pick me. It just doesn't work that way. So do you guys want the truth? Do you feel like I'm on, Few Good Men? You can't handle the truth. But seriously, guys, here's the truth. It's not your words. It's how you carry yourself. I'll say it one more time. It is your presence. It's how you speak, what you tolerate, more importantly, what you don't, the bullshit you don't tolerate, and what you don't chase, and what you walk away from, your standards, guys. Do you stick to your standards, especially when the shit hits the fan? Women won't test you, and there's the term shit test, guys, because they're crazy. And a lot of guys think it's that. It's not. It is a fitness test. I talked about fitness earlier, guys. It's not about, benching 225. They're seeing if you are their best option. They test you because they're trying to feel your frame. They're testing your frame. Is it strong enough? Are you capable to lead her, your family, and as I said before, your life? Your reactions will tell them everything they need to know, guys. Do you fold like a deck of cards in the wind? Do you overreact? Do you get emotional? Do you lose your composure, yell, whine, just lose your shit? These are all signs to her that you're not that guy. Or are you the man that is grounded, the man that is stable, confident, and willing to stick to your standards, no matter what she says, no matter what other people say, no matter, when the shit hits the fan, guys, are you willing to stick to your guns? All right, guys, here is some more truth, probably uncomfortable. A woman would rather be with a man who is unpredictable, busy, and focused on his life, focused on himself. Guys, there is a reason women often pick narcissists, egomaniacs, and even self-centered fellas. Guys, there's a term, there's actually a concept, hybristophilia. Women will go after alpha conflicts, murders, bad dudes. There is a reason for this, guys, because these men make her feel something visceral. Right or wrong, guys, yes, we can argue that till the day is, the day is done. But that doesn't get us anywhere. We need to talk about what is. So, the guy who is always available, always agreeable, the good guy, always trying to please her, pedestalize her. Why? Because one feels like he has a life, and the other one feels like he needs one. So, when you are centered on yourself, I didn't mean self-centered, guys. There is a difference there, guys. When you're working on yourself, you're focused on yourself, that's what she's looking for. A man on his mission, not the guy who's chasing her around like a puppy dog. So, and guys, this is where a lot of guys will get it, as common vernacular says, get it twisted. Many men think about this as sort of learning game, and they're sort of put off for it. They feel like they got to, act or be somebody they're not, or put on this sort of ruse. It's not. It's about becoming a man who, one, has directions, two, has standards, and standards that he sticks to, guys. A man with discipline, and he has a life that doesn't revolve around women. I talked about this, guys, before as well. The sort of paradoxical thinking is that when you become the guy that is not focused on chasing women, that's when women come to you. Yes, guys, paradoxical, but trust me, it works. Because when your life is built right, guys, when you build something for yourself, attraction is a byproduct of that. It is a benefit of that. So when you build yourself, you become successful, you get in shape, you make money, you get clout, you get status, you develop presence, they're going to come to you. You don't have to chase anybody. And it's not strategy, guys. And it's certainly not something some ass clown with painted nails, teaches you for $999. All right, guys, let's try and put a bow on this and sort of wrap this all up here. So I'll ask it again. What do women actually look for? Again, not the 357 bullet point checklist. It's not your resume on LinkedIn, and it's not really your words. It's not your effort. Guys, I talked about this before. Rich Cooper, love him, hate him. His line is women wait at the finish line and bang the winners. It's true, guys. For the most part. Anyways, what they look for in a man, look for a man who doesn't need them, right? But chooses them. Everybody wants to be picked, men or women. But this is the fact of the matter is, in this woman is a complement to his life, not the focus of. I will say that again. A man wants a woman who is a complement to his life, not the focus of. The man who is grounded, he is focused, and he is unshakable. He's like the Rock of Gibraltar. The storms come and go. He goes through it, he weathers it. That's what they're looking for. And of course, they want that rare, guys. I've talked about it in the last video I did as well, the, sort of trying to be in that top 5% or even less, guys. That's what women are looking for. Again, in this world where men are constantly seeking, chasing validation and also handing it out, the guy who doesn't do this stuff, doesn't go on her OnlyFans, doesn't heart every damn picture she has, doesn't tell her she's beautiful every 3 minutes, he's going to stand out immediately. Guys, as usual, probably some things you agreed with, some maybe you didn't agree with. Tell me in the comments below. I love to know, where do you guys stand on this? As always, I appreciate all of you guys. Do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Just click that thing. There is no benefit in not doing it. Doesn't make any sense. Hit that, subscribe, hit the like, comment, forward this guy to other guys. It's YouTube is telling me, guys, that you need to watch this video next right here. It's a good tie into this one. As always, guys, thank you for sticking it out, all the people that have helped grow the channel. And as always, guys, remember, live deliberately.